everyone! Are you ready for the Kurisu ending of Steins Gate? After like 4 years, we're finally finishing this game. So, I'm going through the guide that you sent me, and we're doing chapter 4. I got one of my old saves, and went to chapter 4. Okay, there's a mail from Mayuri. Mayushi won a magazine sweepstakes once. Amazing, huh? Okay, so the true ending is only dependent on Kurisu's mail. So we have to answer Kurisu's mail correctly. Oh, hi, Lukako. Hello, I didn't expect to get a mail from you. Attachments? Well, what is this? Have we ever read this? What? Okay, I think Lukako just sent us a fanfic. Okay, Kurisu, send us a mail. Oh, is this the mail? Is this the one? What's happening? What's happening? Huh? Oh. Mr. Ron! Oh, come on, don't you have anything better to do? No, I don't! Okay, first mail, I think. I'm so popular. There she is. Hello, Kurisu. So, she says, did you write it? Have you written that report yet? For your information, I wasn't joking yesterday. If you blow this off, then you have no right to call yourself a scientist. So we have to say scientist. And we have to say, I am not a mere scientist. I am an insane mad scientist. That is the first mail that we have to send. Okay, now we move on to the next mail. Let me consult the guide. So she says, what do you mean, mad scientist? More like bad scientist, am I right? And then we have to say bad scientist. Reply, poof, that's like a pun my grandpa would come up with. Okay, that's the one we gotta say. Say it, me, say it, send. There we go. Oh my gosh. Jeez, it sounded like a car crashing. Like you could do better. And then we will say, aren't Americans supposed to be funny? What have they been teaching you over there? And then we'll send. And then we have to skip a bunch of stuff till we get to Ferris's apartment. Also, I'm going to link the guide that I've been following down below, just in case anybody else wants to follow the guide, because it's a pretty good guide. Okay, part-time warrior. I'm sorry I'm ignoring you, Suzuha. It's been so long since we've seen you. I'm ignoring you. Oh, okay. We're in Ferris's apartment. Okay. Her cat ears kind of flashed on and off. Is it okay to leave me alone here? I'm an outsider, remember? I could steal all of your precious future gadgets. So we have to say outsider. You are not an outsider, you are a lab mem. Okay, Kurisu's gonna respond in like a few seconds. I think. Okay, there's Kurisu's mail. I keep pressing the wrong thing. It's a disgrace to be thought of as your partner. People will start doubting my character. Anyway, finish your errands and get back here. Okay, then why do you keep coming to the lab? In truth, you're so happy to be a lab mem that you can't help it. Isn't that right? Yes, we send that to Kurisu. Kurisu said, in her text box, the text title. We gotta do a call with Kurisu. Okay, call Kurisu. Hi, Kurisu. Goodbye, Kurisu. Message me, Kurisu. Message me. Oh, she did it. Okay, we got mail. Then she'll say, staring at my hand. Seriously, though, why am I still here? I was supposed to be gone back to America by now. We say, why am I still here? We say, it's the choice of Steins Gate, Elsai Kongru. Okay. That is the next thing. Okay. Oh, wait, there's one more. Ha! Is that the one? That's not the one. We're watching you. Jelly. Jello. Ah! Okay, this is the last mail from Kurisu. Being here, I don't know about the Steins Gate thing, but maybe chaos theory can explain how you derailed my life. Lol. At any rate, take responsibility for getting me involved. Okay, that is the last mail from Kurisu for this chapter. Okay, now we go to chapter 5. Hang on, Mayuri. Kurisu's mailing me. Plans. Going from Tokyo to Aomori by bullet train is over 1,500 yen per person. But the overnight bus was only 5,000 yen. Which do you prefer? I want to cover the traveling expenses, but I don't have that much on hand. I'm staying at a hotel, but I'm not a celeb. Mama's pretty strict on money, not to mention she'd kill me if she knew I was going to see my father. So maybe we should go by overnight bus to fit our budget? Okay, so we gotta say traveling expenses. What is this nonsense? Don't forget your duty as a lab mem. And then we gotta send it. Okay, that's the first trigger of chapter 5. Okay, we keep going, and Kurisu's gonna send us another email. Okay, or another mail. Idiot! What do you mean nonsense? Die! What the hell, Okabe? So we can't respond. So we keep skipping until she sends us another mail, which says, sorry for getting mad, but Okabe, did you have to say it like that? And we can't answer that email either, so we gotta keep going. Whoa! Okay, so apparently now we have to skip to chapter 7 because chapter 6 doesn't have any true ending triggers. And, yeah, after that third email, we just skip. Okay. Wait, what? Wait, I missed that. What the hell? I completely missed whatever that was. Are we still on chapter 6? Was that Mayuri as a Jello person? What the heck? I missed that. Oh my gosh. Jesus. Is it chapter 7 yet? Okay. We got the mail. There we go! The key, there's nobody at the lab. I don't have a key, so I can't get in. When are you coming over? I just assumed you'd be here like usual. It kind of feels like I'm visiting your home. Or not that I want to visit you or anything. Okay, we say, I don't have a key. Use the one hidden in the switchboard next to the door? Is that what we say? Okay, yep, it's this one. Use the one hidden in the switchboard next to the cupboard. They're acting like a married couple. Okay, there we go. Now we skip. Okay, skipping. Making sure not to skip when a mail is sent. Because, oh my gosh, I've done that so many times. I found the key easily enough. Don't you think your security should be tighter? Should have thought about that before picking a fight with CERN, lol. Also, what's this frog that's been left with the key? Someone's bad taste? Only a maniac would put something that gross there. Actually, it scared the crap out of me, but keep that a secret, lol. Okay? Okay, Kurisu, I keep that a secret. I won't tell nobody. Okay, we gotta select the security response. Also, I'm sorry, there's so many cuts. I keep looking at the guide. I'm like, wait, what? You're right, I was careless. I should have known better. I should have known better, Kurisu! Mail sent! Okay. Speed run! Okay? We're going? Ah! What's that? Kurisu! Are you seriously conserving electronic locks and card keys? Who has that kind of money? You're being ridiculous as usual. You should face reality for a change. Oh wait, we gotta do this email first. Hang on. Okay, we gotta say reality. Reality! Okay, I almost lost that one. I almost skipped it. You're delusional, I know. Alright. I'll keep what? Ah! You're delusional, I know. Alright, I'll tell you the truth, but keep it a secret. CERN is after us. I need your help. Okay. I really don't want to skip the mails, because it doesn't stop when there's a mail for me. And I'm just like, oh god. Okay, Kurisu. Yeah, I'm listening, Ferris. Reality, I can't tell if this is true or just more of your usual BS. Okabe, this is a serious situation. You're turning into the boy who cried wolf, so only tell me the truth from now on, please. I'm telling you the truth! Okay, so apparently these triggers are super easy to get. We just gotta read them and then carry on. Okay. Oh! This is the next mail from Kurisu. Explain yourself. Hey, what the hell was that just now? That was some loving hug. I'm seriously jealous. No, not about getting hugged by you, but about having someone of the opposite sex to lovingly hug. Don't misunderstand me. Anyway, what was that about? I think we gotta say what was that about, because that's the only option. Oh, okay, never mind. We don't have to respond to that one, so I'm going to save. No, not quick load. I'm going to save. Okay, so it should be around here. Okay, so yes. From an unpopular girl. I don't really care if you get yourself a girlfriend, but don't forget about the time leak machine. This thing is serious. We need to get everyone together and decide on what to do with it. I understand you're doing this for Mayuri's sake. Just remember there's more to this than just Urushibara-san. To be honest, I'm still afraid of this monster I've created. I'd feel better if we could talk about it. Okay, so we don't have to respond to that one, and then we go to the end of the chapter. Now we're on chapter 9, so now we have to skip until we get to Moika's place. Okay, crap, that startled me. Okay, let's talk to Kurisu, and then it'll stop when we say I take Moika's phone out of my pocket. Or at least it says it will stop then. Did it stop? It didn't stop. It didn't stop! It lied! No! It didn't stop. Okay, here is the part where Kurisu sends us the mail. Is everything alright? What happened with the Kiryu lady? At least let me know if you're still alive. Don't say anything stupid like you're dead, okay? Please just reply. Even an email will do. I'm so worried I can't even eat. Okay, we gotta select the worried response. Reply. Don't worry, I won't die, not until I fulfilled my promise to go to Aomori with you. Woo! Okay, Okabe. Oh! There it is, there it is! Riri, contact me, idiot! Maybe this isn't what you want to hear, but I need you to listen. I don't care about Aomori anymore. I just want you to be safe, Okabe. When you ran out without saying anything yesterday, it felt like my head was really going to explode. So hurry back, please. Oh my gosh, you care so much! Thank you, Kurisu, I'm gonna save. Oh, okay, this is the last trigger. Okay, chapter 10. Where are you now? Where are you? You haven't been in the lab in 2 days. Are you still in Akihabara? We're worried, you know. You were acting strange yesterday. I want to help, so tell me where you are. I don't feel right not having you around. Where are you? I want to see you. Oh my gosh, Kurisu. Whoa. Let me be alone. I need to think. Boom. Okay, now after sending that mail, we should be good to do Kurisu's ending and then the true ending. That took an hour to do all the triggers. But hey, we got it done now. It's done. Okay, so now we've gotten all of the triggers to get the true ending. So now we just continue like normal. And we do Kurisu's ending instead of Mayuri's ending. So that's gonna be cool. Okay, skip this. We're gonna skip this until we get to Kurisu because, we've already seen this. Hello, Kurisu. I turn around to see Kurisu standing in the open door. Are you gonna comment on me saying leave me alone? I avert my eyes. I can't look her in the face. Not now. What are you doing here? Nothing. Nothing. How did you know I was here? You said you wanted to be alone. I ran the numbers and concluded that I had the greatest probability of finding you here. Oh! Then leave me alone. You don't have to look for me. I'm not a lost little boy. Hey, is that how you treat someone who's worried about you? Apparently. Not that I'm worried about you or anything. Yeah, of course. Right after she gets herself flustered, Kurisu sighs and puts on a serious expression. I was going to leave you alone at first, but you've been acting weird the last couple of days. I mean, you're always weird, but more than usual. Yeah, I've been really weird. You look like a kid forced to eat crappy oatmeal. What happened? Upset. Nothing. Then why did you cancel the cracking of CERN? You're the one who said we shouldn't. Oh, so you're afraid of triggering arrest flags. I get it. You shouldn't praise me for obeying the law for... Oh, you should praise me for obeying the law for a change. That's not like you at all. What happened to your ego? What happened to the insane mad scientist Hyon and Kyoma? Hell with my ego! This time, it's not that simple. I have forced my ego on others before. Suzuha, Ferris, Lukuko. I sacrificed their dreams for the sake of my goal. I justified it by telling myself it was necessary to save my Yuri. I weighted their suffering against the alternative and made my self-righteous choice. But this time, the alternatives are impossible to compare. I have to choose which friend to let die. It would be so much easier if I knew what was right. Which friend to let die? What are you talking about? No. I'm just a student, Christina. You know? The insane mad scientist, Hyonin Kyoma? That's just a fantasy. A character I made up. I bet you had no idea. I may have figured that out when we first met. When we first met. Well, if I hadn't found KURISU'S body... What if I hadn't found KURISU'S body back then? Let's try imagining that situation. If I hadn't seen KURISU dead, I wouldn't have interrogated her before the seminar at ATF. Without hearing me call her a zombie, she wouldn't have taken an interest in me. She wouldn't have come to the lab. Ultimately, we would never have built the time leap machine, leaving me without the means to save my Yuri. And of course, KURISU would have not become our friend. We would not be as close as we are now. Right now. Oh, right now. Tell me, Okabe. What do you mean? I can't meet her questioning gaze. Do I have to tell you? You've never hesitated to ask me for help before. Don't hold back now. Not what this is about. Then prepare yourself. What I'm about to tell you is the absolute truth. And it could also be your death sentence. Eh? KURISU'S voice cracks a little. Remember what I told you before. When we delete the mail from CERN's database, we'll reach the Beta World Line, where Mayuri doesn't die. And where CERN doesn't take over the world, right? Everyone lives, everyone is free. You made it sound so perfect. Perfect. It's anything but! I showed you the first email, didn't I? The one that started it all? On the Beta World Line, the events described in that email actually happened. Oh! KURISU is a genius. I have no doubt that she understands. KURISU, on the Beta World Line, you die on July 28th. Oh no. And according to the attractor field model, nothing can prevent that from happening. If I want to save Mayuri, I have no choice but to let you die. Oh no. Kurisu! Kurisu says nothing. What expression is she making now? I reluctantly sneak a look at her face. She's staring out across the cityscape. Her eyes look distant. I see neither fear nor sadness on her face. She seems accepting. Kurisu is always like this. She's calm no matter what. This seems to be the stuff that we already read. Hey, Okabe. How credible? Yeah, we read this. Okay, I'm skipping a little bit. Yep, like trains. I like to use my imagination too. How can she smile? I just told her that she's going to die. The problem is that you don't want to let me die, right? But if my hypothesis is correct, I'll still be alive on another possible world line. So there's no reason to be afraid. But Kurisu! It's just a hypothesis. Same is true of attractor fields. It hasn't been proven. Even if someone did prove it by 2036, that doesn't help us here in the present. In other words, anything is possible. Oh, Kurisu turns her back to me after finishing. It's an armchair theory. A daring armchair theory that could quite possibly render meaningless everything I've done up to now. How can Kurisu stay so calm? She's just an 18-year-old girl. You really don't have to worry about me, Okabe. It would just hurt my pride if you did. Oh, I love Kurisu. Oh, don't say it like that. What if I ignore Mayuri's call? My phone's ringing. Oh, yeah. It's Mayuri. Answer it. I don't mind. Well, if I don't, the ringtone cuts off during my hesitation. We already answered that phone call before. You're such a wimp. I'm disappointed in you. Aren't you afraid of dying? Did you not hear what I just said? I heard, but... An email interrupts me. What if I just ignore it? I don't want to argue with Kurisu anymore, so I open my phone to break the conversation. Mayushi here. Hey, Okarin, is something bothering you? You've been looking kind of sad lately. Do you want to talk about it? Or maybe it's something you can't tell Mayushi about. That would make me sad. If you feel like Mayushi's a burden, then I want you to tell me, okay? How are you a burden? Don't say things like that, damn it! Why is she only serious at times like this? A burden, huh? I never felt Mayuri was a burden. Not once! Then you should tell her that. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to leave Mayuri in the dark. I never know what she's thinking. I should tell her the truth. Okabe. Kurisu sighs and glares at me. The old you wouldn't have worried about anything. Anyway, you should go see Mayuri. I'm sure she has a lot to say. Okay, she's right. Even if I don't tell Mayuri the truth, I need to at least tell her something. I'll postpone my decision and go see Mayuri. So this is just like what happened before. Okay, let's skip this then, because we already read this. Yeah, she's in the cemetery talking to her grandma. Yeah. Akiba is empty again today, though. Taku all have made exodus to come to Kamima for the second day of battle. Oops, I skipped. I remember what I heard yesterday, the feelings Mayuri expressed at her grandmother's grave. The events of the last few weeks have affected her as well. Oh, after I escorted Mayuri home from the cemetery, I spent the whole night racking my brain for a third option, a way out of this mess. My thoughts were a jumble, ideas coming and going too fast to judge which were right and which were wrong. But of course, there isn't a right choice here. For in the end, it always comes back to the same question. Who do I let die? We're up on the rainy rod icon by ourselves. I thought that I was alone, but someone was here before me. Kurisu is lying in the middle of the roof, arms and legs spread as if making a snow angel. The image of Kurisu in a pool of blood flashes through my mind. Is she all right? I run towards her, but before I make it halfway, she suddenly sits up and turns to face me. Hello, Kurisu. Okabe. You're alive. What a dumb thing to say. Fortunately, it looks like Kurisu didn't hear me. She's busy combing her disheveled hair with her fingers. I breathe a silent sigh of relief. Right. I forgot I might run into you here. What were you doing? Thinking. Oh. Was she thinking about her death? Oh, Kurisu. I don't know what to say, so I keep my mouth shut. How is this gonna play out? Kurisu appears to be in the same boat. She's staring at the capsule toy dispenser in the corner, her face wearing the usual frown. The awkward silence drags on. When you think about it, Kurisu's fate rests in my hands. My decision will determine whether she lives or dies. Her fantastic hypothesis yesterday was a desperate attempt to construct a scenario where she doesn't die. Even if she believes that her theory is correct, it must be difficult for her to avoid imagining her own death. I force a smile. I'm getting really uncomfortable here. Looks like I'm in your way, so I'll just go. Oh. Okay. Damn, I was expecting a sarcastic remark like, since when do mad scientists have manners or something? Just then, something cold lands on the tip of my nose. It's gonna rain! When I look up, raindrops start landing on my forehead. An evening shower. It's only going to get more intense, and quickly. Kurisu hasn't moved a muscle. She's just standing there with her arms folded, staring at the ground as if she doesn't notice the rain at all. Hey! It's raining! Huh? Oh, yeah. She's acting strange, like her mind is elsewhere. I knew it. She's been thinking about... Oh! Whoa! Now it's pouring. In less than a minute, the rain turns into a full downpour. We had no time to seek shelter. What the? Kurisu's scream is drowned out by the roar of the rain. Okay, now we're in here. Oh, what a surprise. Okay, I think in Kurisu's ending, she probably won't leave Okabe. She's probably gonna stay here with him. That's what you get for tempting the sky gods. Now safely inside the building, we take a moment to catch our breath. It's been a week since Suzuha's time machine disappeared, but Radaikon is still closed. The lights are off and it's pretty dark inside. You should have warned me sooner. Even my underwear is soaked. Same here. I bet you're glad it's dark, huh? What do you mean? If the lights were on, I'd be able to see everything. Huh? Even in the dim light, I can tell Kurisu is scrambling to cover her chest. I forgot that you're a perv, too! You're the one who announced that your underwear was wet. Just drop it! If you're imagining what color my underwear is, I'll kill you! Get him, Kurisu, get him! I'm not imagining anything. She's too self-conscious. But the color of her underwear, huh? Gotta be white. Okay. Achoo! Cold? I'm not stripping naked if that's what you're suggesting. Your pervy tricks won't work on me. Who said strip? Calm down, will you? But if you want to strip, go right ahead. I can't make out your scrawny figure in this light anyway. Oh my gosh. Another word, I'll make you eat your cerebral cortex with ponzu sauce. Sorry. Please spare me that horror. Still, these wisecracks are a welcome distraction. Yeah. A storm like that shouldn't last long. Guess we'll have to wait it out. I see Kurisu's shadowy form move to sit on the staircase. I sit next to her. We're gonna have the sewing moment again. Hey! Get your own stair! He's like, whatever. What? You're the one who said not to speak. You're too close. Don't come any closer, okay? You can stay where you are, but come in closer and I'll push you away, okay? Okay, Kurisu. Our bodies gradually grow cold. We start shivering. Are they gonna cuddle? Maybe I should take off my wet clothes. But if I do that, Kurisu will just call me a perv again. Better not. My eyes gradually adjust to the darkness. Okay. Oh, it's Kurisu! I can see Kurisu more clearly now. She's huddled up against the wall. Don't look at me. Impossible! How can you see where I'm looking? Does she have infravision? So you were looking! Damn, she used leading question on me. Such a high-level technique. I avert my eyes from Kurisu and take off my lab coat. That's why I notice my coat is torn at the shoulder. Damn, must have caught on something when we ran inside. What are you talking about? Just a little tear in my coat. Is clumsiness one of your character traits? Don't be ridiculous. I am a mad scientist. I bear the curse of insanity, not clumsiness. It seems like forever since I talked to Kurisu as Hyon and Kyoma. Yeah. Kurisu suddenly holds out her hand. Whoa! Give it here. What? I happen to have a sewing kit with me. I'll stitch it up for you. Yay! A sewing kit? You? Something wrong with that? I hand over my coat as asked. You're an experiment-loving girl. You're not supposed to be domestic. Can't I be domestic? Can't I be a domestic experiment-loving girl? You? Domestic? Relatively, maybe. Well, actually, I don't know the domesticity index for Japanese high school girls these days. There's an index for that? First I've heard of it. Kurisu skillfully threads the needle, despite the darkness. It's wet, so it's kinda hard to thread. Did you really just happen to have that on you? Get over it already! Is it really so wrong for me to have a sewing kit? It's not wrong, it just seems like you would plan for this. So you're saying I brought it with me because I somehow knew your coat was going to get ripped? Uh-huh. Ridiculous. And, before you get the wrong idea, I'm not fixing your coat because I want to or anything, okay? Nice tsundere line. Don't mock me. You just happened to tear your clothes, and I just happened to have a sewing kit handy when I did. It's coincidence. That's all. Coincidence. Hey, you didn't time leap, did you? So now you're saying that I went back in time for the sole purpose of repairing your stupid lab coat? Uh-huh. Ridiculous! Ridiculous! There! It's so important I said it twice! Comprehende? You're right. If you had time leaped, you would have brought a towel, not a sewing kit. She's like, whatever! What's that? Sarcasm? All you do is complain. After working for a while, Kurisu cuts the string with her teeth, then hands me back my coat. Here. Thanks. By the way, it was dark, so I couldn't really see. If it turns out bad, it's not my fault. It was dark, that's all. Oh, and I hope you like the color, because I have no idea which thread I used. It's random? Black, red, or pink. Those are the three possibilities. Let's just hope it's not pink. It is pink! Achoo! Cold? Guess. Take my coat. But it's wet. Well, yeah, but... Oh! Oh! Awkward! Silence again. The words flow so naturally when it's just harmless banter, but 1 second of silence and suddenly we have nothing to say. It must be because of what happened yesterday. I'm so desperate to avoid the topic that nothing seems safe. I know I need to say something, but what? Have you made your decision yet? Kurisu! Her voice is barely a whisper, but I can hear her clearly in the silence of the empty stairwell. I look at Kurisu. She's hugging her knees to her chest, presumably against the cold. Uh-oh. My decision. I know what she means. That's why I can't answer. You still haven't made up your mind? You like Mayuri, don't you? No, Kurisu, I like you! What? Where did that come from? Kurisu keeps staring into the darkness. It's probably just my imagination, but lately, I've been seeing things like a strange sort of deja vu. In these visions, you're fighting to save Mayuri all by yourself. You never give up, no matter how much it hurts. Dot. Kurisu too? Then you come to me for help. You're so desperate and earnest that I just have to do what I can. Not that I'm doing it for you, okay? I just want to save Mayuri. That's all. Oh. Anyway, these images are stuck in my head, like memories. The Kurisu's the same. She still has faint memories from previous world lines. I tried self-analysis. Maybe I'm mistaking dreams for reality, projecting my hopes and fantasies. I don't know. But there's one thing that I do know. You have to save Mayuri. Aren't you afraid? Save Mayuri, I must undo the current world line. If I do that, Kurisu will die. Dot. You know, it kind of feels like we're trapped in an ancient ruin. Kurisu suddenly changes the subject. She looks around the dark, empty stairwell. Like the world ended. And we're the only two people left. Oh! I've been thinking. Say you go to the beta world line, and everyone else goes with you. What if I can't go with you? What if I'm the only one left behind? Would the entire world become like this place? I don't know. It's just a theory, but I can't help but wonder. I wonder if that's a reference to the last chapter. I don't know. I'm scared to see the true ending. I need to say it. Say it. I'll save you. Not just Mayuri, but... Don't make promises you can't keep. Kurisu cuts me off sharply, then buries her face in her knees. No, go save you, Kurisu. You asked me if I wasn't afraid. Of course I'm afraid. Maybe I'll disappear. Maybe I'll be left behind all alone. Or maybe only you will disappear and everything else will stay the same. The world will continue, and nobody will even know that you existed. I'll go back to America as if nothing ever happened. Maybe. I feel hopeless just thinking about all the possibilities. But even so, Kurisu raises her head and spears me with her glare. Do you think I would tell you to let Mayuri die? Kurisu. Jesus! It's cold! I didn't realize she said Jesus. Kurisu grabs her own arms. In the darkness, I see her shoulders shaking. Hug her. Hug her. It's because of these wet clothes. This sucks. Anyway, enough of this nonsense. It's nothing but conjecture. Baseless, worthless. I want to cut open my skull and exercise the part of my brain that comes up with these delusions. Now she's talking to herself in an angry tone. Kurisu has always been calm when faced with the unknown. I admired her for that. Thought she was facing this calmly too. But I was wrong. Behind her cool facade, she was struggling to cope with the knowledge that her very existence was in jeopardy. She was fighting that fear all alone, and now it has finally come to the surface. Of course she's afraid. However brilliant she may be, she's still just an 18-year-old girl. Kurisu abruptly stands up. No, don't leave! I realize that I no longer hear the sound of rain pounding on the roof. Listen, Okabe. You can't save both of us, correct? No matter how you struggle, it's one or the other. But... no buts! My answer won't change! Save Mayuri. I hear the pain in her voice, and also the resolve. Kurisu has made up her mind. I look away and clench my fists. My nails dig into the palm of my hands. Are you telling me to give up? To abandon you? Yeah, that's what she's saying. I could never do that! You can and you must! There's no other way! No! You're a friend! I won't abandon you! Okabe! Kurisu drops to her knees and grabs me by the collar. I gasp for breath and she stares into my eyes. Her eyes are hard and stern. It's always like this when she scolds me. Always the same glare. Is there another solution? There isn't, is there? I don't want to live if that means sacrificing Mayuri. If you don't save her, I'll never forgive you. This can't be happening. I hate this choice with no right answer. I hate the universe for being so cruel. And most of all, I hate myself for forcing Kurisu to speak these words when she is the one with the most to lose. Tears well up in my eyes, but I bite my lip and hold them back. Is there really no other way? I can't bear it. I look straight back at Kurisu as she holds me by the collar. Huh? And tightly embrace her slender body. Her clothes are still wet from the rain, but all I feel is warmth radiating from the core of her being. But you're right here! Why does it have to be this way? Oh no, Okabe! Okabe. Tension drains from her back and her hands. She gives her whole body to my embrace. Thank you. I know you're hurting for me. It's okay. It's okay, Kurisu. You're gonna live. But you've done enough. I'm fine. So just think about Mayuri, okay? Despite her fear, Kurisu has made her choice. You're gonna tell her no, right? It's time for me to do the same. I need to decide, here and now, the future of the world. Which friend to let die. I'm sorry, Mayuri! Holding Kurisu tightly, I whisper into her ear. I won't give up! Ever! What? Kurisu suddenly pushes me away. She steps back. Her face is hidden behind her hair. But her fists are trembling. Her body exudes raw fury. Ridiculous! You motherfucker! Oh my god! Whoa! She said in English too. I said it was fine. What do you mean by you won't give up? Are you stupid? Wanna die? Are you trying to be a hero? You shinobi whack job? Don't make promises you can't keep. Your stupidity is infuriating. Why can't you just do as I say? Is that why I save you? What's the problem, huh? If you weigh the options logically, saving Mayuri is the only... Fuck logic! Fuck logic, okay. Oh, Kurisu stares at me in shock. I'm not a god. Maybe I got close, but that's not me. I can't decide who lives and who dies anymore. Oh. Suzuha! Ferris! Lukako! I sacrificed their happiness to save Mayuri, and the whole time a voice in the back of my head was asking, is this really okay? What gives me the right? This time I want to save both of them, without sacrificing anyone. Kurisu turns away with a frown, then starts tapping on her foot in a clear gesture of displeasure. There's nothing you can do. It's the choice of Steins Gate. Isn't that what you always say? The equation is proven, Okabe. There's no escape. You're just one man. No matter how hard you try, you can't overcome the will of the universe. I know, but I'm still going to try. I won't lose Mayuri or Kurisu. I hear Kurisu grinding her teeth. Then she turns back to me. Have it your way, but I'm not helping. I'm going back to America, and that's that. No, you're not. No. Goodbye. I don't expect we'll meet again, Hyon and Kyoma. No! I can't believe this! How stupid can you be? You're so... stupid! Kurisu, don't be bad. No, Kurisu! Kurisu just peers down the stairs, muttering insults until I can no longer hear her. Kurisu, I'm sorry. Now alone, I sigh into the darkness. Kurisu is absolutely right. I can't think of a single way to save them both. I'm a fool. And yet, I have to try. But this time, I won't have Kurisu's help. I have to fight the universe alone. Okay. How do I save both Kurisu and Mayuri? That's a good question. I don't know. I can't use D-mail. Too much could go wrong. I don't want to make the same mistakes again. In the end, all I can do is time leap. Time leaping can't save Mayuri, but at least it can delay her death. Give me time to find a solution. On this world line, Mayuri dies at 7:30 on the night of August 17th. That's about 26 hours from now. My battle has no end in sight. If only Suzuha were here, I could have asked her for advice. But even alone, I must find a way. So resolved, I start time leaping again to save Mayuri. I've done this before. When Mayuri died the first time at Moika's hands, I tried time leaping to prevent her death. But I only tried running away that time. This time, I try every approach I can think of. Whoa! I try hiring bodyguards to protect Mayuri. I try taking Mayuri to South America, an entire world away from Japan. I tried crippling CERN with attacks on their servers, the ones that don't need the IBM 5100. Oh my gosh! I tried gathering Mayuri admitted to a hospital. It's hard given Mayuri's perfect health, but I manage. My goal is to keep her from dying by heart attack. I try everything I can possibly imagine. However, every plan fails. Mayuri dies again and again and again. Sometimes it's murder, sometimes an accident. But every time I leap, Mayuri dies. Maybe it really is impossible to resist fate. No! As long as I remain on this world line, Mayuri can't be saved. Fate will kill her every time. From Mayuri's perspective, she only dies once. But I have seen her die dozens of times. All because of me. And yet, it no longer affects me as it used to. Little by little, I've grown desensitized to her death. In the beginning, I felt unbearable pain every time I saw her die, and murderous rage towards the ones responsible. Now I feel nothing. The realization stuns me. After dozens of leaps, I finally realize what should have been obvious from the beginning. I never leapt back more than 26 hours. Why? I could go back as far as August 11th, one whole week in the past. Yet I never do. Why? Because I know that even if I do, nothing will change. I don't believe that anything will change. Every time Mayuri dies, I find myself thinking, another failure? What went wrong this time? I calmly analyze Mayuri's death, and take my data, and head for the time leap machine with a sigh, like a gamer forced for the umpteenth time to restart a particularly difficult stage. I'm just going through the motions. I didn't even realize until this moment how routine it had all become. Now that I have, my actions suddenly seem meaningless. I can't take another step. And that's how I find myself here, sitting motionless in front of the time leap machine I've been staring at for hours. When we get caught in the evening shower on the Rod Icon rooftop, my clothes got soaked, and now they're completely dry. My body temperature has dropped, but I don't have the energy to warm myself with a shower. I sluggishly get to my feet and pick up the headset. The sight of it fills me with resignation. Resignation. That's all. There is no desperate drive to save Mayuri, no hope that this time I might succeed. Those emotions are long gone. In truth, they've been gone since my argument with Kurisu. Deep down, I always knew that she was right. I pretend not to see it. I told myself that the time leap machine could solve everything. But that was just an excuse, a last attempt to satisfy my ego. In the end, all I'm doing is... running away? Kurisu! I turn around in surprise, and there I see Kurisu standing in the doorway. I thought she never wanted to see me again. Why is she here? Why? Kurisu ignores my question and fixes me with her usual glare. Time leaping is just running away. Oh! You don't have to tell me, I already know. I know all too well. In the end, all I'm doing is running away. Running from responsibility. Running from the decision. If I had known I would have to make this choice, then I would have refused Suzuha when she entrusted me with her mission. I've hurt people. Lots of people. Just to save Mayuri. And yet, I don't even feel guilty anymore. I feel like I'm losing my humanity. Then why are you hesitating now? Maybe because of my insurance. The time leap machine isn't effective. Or maybe I just haven't mastered it yet. Maybe I have tapped into its full potential. Running only makes it hurt more. She suddenly looks away. Then she leans against the wall and smiles bitterly. I should know. Oh my god, Kurisu! Is Kurisu running too? From what? I think she's been time leaping! Look at yourself, Okabe. You look like you've aged a decade. Your heart just can't take it anymore. You don't need to beat yourself up like this. Just accept the truth. Like I said, you can't stay here. Go to the Beta World Line. Go to the world where Mayuri doesn't die. Not just for your sake, but for mine as well. She's right. I have no other options left. No more D-Mouse. No more time leaps. There's no perfect world where both Kurisu and Mayuri live. Maybe there are just things I have yet to try, but I'm certain that all of them will end in vain. As long as I stay on this world line, Mayuri will die. And if I go to the Beta World Line, Kurisu will die. We'll never be able to talk like this again. It's only been 20 days since we met, and yet memories of Kurisu flash before my eyes. Whoa! Flashback! Hey! Could you not talk about me like that? I'm perfectly fine. Oh, they're gonna make me cry! They're gonna make me cry! Let's say we wanted to make a machine that could physically transport people through time. What would we need? Oh my gosh! Who the hell is Christina? I never said that! I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today. We may have created a monster here. Kurisu! You said I was your friend, remember? You said I was important to you. That made me really happy, I guess. Once we're done upgrading the phone wave, I want you to come with me. I want to be your strength. Thank you. I know you're hurting for me. So much has happened these past 20 days. We argued. We exchanged insults. We made incredible discoveries together, and when confronted with the implications, we shared our fears. Whenever I hit a dead end in my struggle to save Mayuri, I always turned to Kurisu for help. She always listened. She always believed me. And I helped her too, when she was distraught over her father. We promised to go to Aomori together. Yeah, we said that in the text. Without this girl genius on our side, we would not have the time leap machine. Proud, passionate Mikize Kurisu, always strong, or at least pretending to be, a little nosy too, and serious to a fault. Before I knew it, she had become the center of the lab. Oh, I'm gonna cry! From the very beginning, I was attracted to her radiant confidence. I found myself mesmerized by her every gesture, hanging on her every word. I listened, enraptured, whenever she presented her latest theory. At the end of the day, the reason I never called her by her name was because I was too embarrassed. I admired her, I longed for her, and I didn't want to admit it to myself. Only now do I realize the truth. I love her, and that's why I want so desperately to save her. She's not just a fellow lab member. To me, Kurisu is far more than that. And yet, I have no choice. In the end, everything she said was right. I can't save you. No! No, no, no! I'm sorry. In a desperate attempt to hold back my tears, I bite my lip tightly. The taste of blood spreads through my mouth. In true Okabe fashion. Why doesn't it have to be you? Why? Oh! I pound my fist on the table! Silence. Nothing moves. Outside the window is only darkness. Is this what it feels like to be the only person left in the world? Hey, Okabe. Once you go to the Beta World Line, Mayuri and Hashida will forget the time we spent together. Right? Uh-huh. Oh no, you're gonna make him sad! Kurisu's cheeks start to redden, and she turns away. Will you remember me? Her voice is barely a whisper. Of course I'll remember you. Of course I will! There's no way I could ever forget the girl most important to me! Oh yeah, you telling her now! Huh? You mean... What the hell are you saying? The truth. But proof! I need proof! I can't come up with a formula otherwise! No. You need proof? Kurisu's getting flustered for some reason. When the anterior pituitary gland hypersecretes ACTH and gamma waves induce stochastic resonance. We can assume an infinite Hausdorff dimension for the Hilbert curve. That is, we can measure the asymptomatic line with Preston immersion tomography. I don't know these big words, Kurisu. Kurisu. I speak her name. Our eyes meet. I love you. I love you. I love her too. Kurisu looks away. Her face is bright red. And you? Huh? What? You... how do you feel about me? How do you feel about me, Kurisu? Do you like me, Kurisu? You want to know? I mean, yeah, that's why I'm asking. Oh, she's staring him down. Kurisu suddenly looks at me straight in the eye. Her face is still red, but her expression is firm. She walks straight up to me, grabs me by the collar, and jerks me towards her. She's so cute. Close your eyes. I didn't realize she was so short compared to Okabe. Did I make her mad? Perhaps Kurisu hates me for some reason. Oh my god, Okabe, you're stupid. She really did mean those insults she said to me. That would be really sad. I slowly lick my trembling lips and timidly try to ask a question. Why close my... Just shut up and close them! I do as I'm told, though I still don't know why she's so angry. My collar is still in Kurisu's grip. You're gonna do it! She's gonna do it! Abruptly, I feel a soft sensation against my lips. The faint scent of citrus tickles my nose. I open my eyes in surprise. Is Kareitsu giving you a kiss? I see Kurisu's face scant millimeters away. And then I understand what has happened. She's giving you a smoocher. She's kissing me. Her lips are very warm. My mind goes blank. I'm unable to think. I want to stay like this forever. He looks like a statue. But soon our lips separate. Whoa, she did it! Kurisu looks down shyly. What? It's not like I did because I want to or anything. Okay, Kurisu. It's just... You promised that you wouldn't forget about me. Oh, Kurisu. Kurisu. Research shows that memories are harder to forget when coupled with intense emotions. You're a virgin and a perv, so I was sure you'd have an elaborative rehearsal on your first kiss, instantly making a long-term memory you'd never forget, so... Okay. I just don't want you to forget about me, Okabe. No matter what. My heart fills with love for Kurisu as she makes her frantic excuses. What a relief. Kurisu wasn't mad. She was just trying to hide her embarrassment. I want to be with her even more. I want to talk with her even more. I want to learn everything more about her. But I know that wish can never come true, unless you let my Yuri die. My chest tightens. I feel like I'm suffocating. Desperate to keep my emotions under control, I place my own hands on the top of Kurisu's, which are still grabbing my collar. Sorry to disappoint you. Huh? That wasn't my first kiss. What? What do you mean? Why, you? You're just a cherry boy! That wasn't your first kiss? Shut up, virgin! I remember playfully kissing my Yuri in elementary school. Don't tell her that! And just a little while ago, I forcibly kissed Moika to silence her. True. But that was on another world line, and now it never happened, so I guess it doesn't count. So, it wasn't your first. It was Kurisu's first. Right. So, it only left a weak impression. Probably not enough to become a long-term memory. Whoa, Okabe! I'm lying, of course. I've never felt such an intense kiss as that. That shock was like a lightning bolt to the brain. But still, I'm lying. Because if I miss this opportunity, I'll never be able to touch Kurisu again. This is my last chance. You gonna kiss her? So, once more. She's like, what? Kurisu fidgets. She usually glares at me harshly, but now she's avoiding my eyes. I don't ever want to forget. So let's make doubly sure. She's gonna explode, dude! I decide to take the initiative. I wrap my arm gently around Kurisu's waist and pull her slender body against mine. Then I guess there's no choice. Kurisu looks up at me shyly. Just a kiss, okay? What is she worried I'll do? Be gentle, okay? What's it gonna do? Bite your face off? I run my fingers softly through her hair. Then I slowly bend down, because she's so short. Okabe. Okabe. Just kiss it. We're both shy, so we end up pecking at each other's lips like two small birds. Then we draw back and look at each other. Kurisu's eyes are wet. Tears are running down her cheeks. I kiss them away. They're salty. I love tears. Don't forget me. We press our lips together again. Stronger than the first time. Longer than the first time. I never will let go. We embrace each other tightly. Our feelings too powerful to contain. Okay, we seek each other's warmth again and again. Okay. Locked in our embrace, we feel each other's breath. Okay. We feel each other's scent. Okay. We feel each other's taste. Okay. It's too fast. Kurisu's whisper resonates through our embrace. Time is going by too fast. Okay. I could really use a word with Einstein right now. Time is not absolute. Einstein proved that time could be fast or slow, depending on the observer. Kurisu, we just kissed and now you're talking about science stuff. I'm sure Okarin doesn't mind. Hey, Okabe. The theory of relativity is so romantic. And so sad. Don't you think? Oh no, how's Kurisu feel about me? In the end, she never really answered my question. She answered it with her physical stuff. Want to kiss? Early morning, Akihabara Station. Kurisu is standing before the entrance with her huge suitcase behind her. You're still leaving? She waves to me shyly as I approach. Then she blushes and shoots me her usual glare. After that kiss, Kurisu went back to her hotel to pack. That suitcase must hold everything that she brought to Japan. She's going back to America. Well then. Are you sure I shouldn't call Mayuri and Daru? I think that would just make it harder. But you, I have no trouble leaving behind. But that was a joke. Kurisu looks like she's about to cry. I'm sure I look just as sad. But I won't cry. I don't have that right. This is a souvenir. Take it. I hand her future gadget number 2, the bamboo helicam. It's a bamboo helicopter equipped with a CCD camera, which allows it to record a video in the air. A truly groundbreaking invention. Groundbreaking. But sadly, due to its constant high-speed rotation, the video it produces tends to cause motion sickness. No thanks. Just take it, it's not even that bulky. She's like, this is junk. I wanted to give her gadget number 7, Ghost in the Ball, but it was too big. Kurisu accepts bamboo helicam with a strained smile. Oh, fine. I guess I'll take it. And then silence. No words of farewell. We just look at each other. Sorry, I couldn't go with you to Aomori. Yeah. But these 2 weeks were fun in their own way. Give my regards to Mayuri and Hashida, okay? Kurisu spreads her arms wide. Without a moment's hesitation, I step forward and embrace the girl genius one last time. Hang in there, Okabe. Stay well. Kurisu smiles faintly, then turns and walks towards the entrance with suitcase in hand. I watch her go, unable to move a muscle. I want to stop her. I want to wrap my arms around her and tell her to stay with me forever. But I can't. This is what we decided. To save Mayuri. To save the future. I'm sorry, Kurisu. I can't save you. No! Kurisu will disappear. She'll be left behind on this world line. There's no place for her in the coming world. I will remember you, Makize Kurisu. I will remember your warmth. I will never forget. I don't know whether Kurisu hears my words. She keeps walking. Stride steady. Back straight. Long silky hair fluttering in the wind. She's quickly fading into the distance. I can tell. I see her shoulders trembling. We will never meet again. Our world lines will never cross again. No! I'm glad I met you, Kurisu. I would have been lost without you. I love you. I love you, Kurisu. Goodbye. I stand there in the entrance as commuters file past, until long after she's vanished from sight, afraid that any motion, any thought, might cause the tears to fall. No! Oh no! The time has come. We will now commence the final phase of Operation Verthandi. So this is the same. Mayuri and Daru turn to me and nod. Today is the last day at Kamima. Daru wanted to attend, but of course, but a little begging convinced him to prioritize the operation. We take a look around the lab. 20 days of madness, we're back to 3. Memories we made, experiences we shared. I will undo them all for Mayuri. Mustn't forget. As long as Mayuri lives, nothing else matters. Daru, you may begin. You sure? Yeah. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh gosh, Daru starts typing on the IBM 5100. It's already connected to his main computer. This will get us into CERN's central database, where they keep the data they mine with Echelon. There, we will locate the first email I sent on July 28th and erase all trace of its existence. With this, I can reach the Beta world line. At last, Mayuri will be safe. I look at Mayuri. She's on the couch, sitting straight as a ramrod, with her grandmother's pocket watch pressed to her ear. She stays still, her eyes closed. Yeah, she does that with the pocket watch. Earlier I told Mayuri everything. I guess she's come to terms with it in her own way. Okay, the actual work I left to Daru. No problem there. While waiting for him to finish, I walk into the development room. In the center of the room is the time machine. I squat down and gently brush my fingers against the microwave surface. It's cool to the touch. I have made irreplaceable friends because of this thing, and because of this thing I've hurt them. But I don't want to blame the tool. It's how you use the tool that matters. And I've got to admit, it saved me more than once. But still, once this is over, I'll destroy the time leak machine. We must never make the same mistakes again. Ogrin, I found it! It's really there! Okay. The email I sent? It's there? It sure is, man! There points to a string of characters. My name is there, followed by the message I wrote about KURISU'S death. The lines total, each 12 characters long. The data led CERN to our doorstep. At FB's instruction, Moika and the Rounders attacked. If Suzuha is right, then by erasing this data, we will escape from Attractor Field Alpha, where CERN dominates the future. This will take us to Attractor Field Beta, to the Beta world line within its range of convergence, to a future without Mayuri's death. Mayuri is standing next to me, gazing intently at the monitor. She grasps my hand firmly. Ocarina. It's okay. She looks anxious, so I pat her head to calm her down. Everything is set! One press of the enter key and the data's gone! Daru stands up and gestures to the open seat. I'll leave that honor to you, Ocarina. I sit down and face the keyboard. Are you actually going to do it? This time. This time it ends. KURISU'S face floats through my mind. I close my eyes and take a deep breath. Goodbye, KURISU. Slowly I raise my right hand to extend my index finger. Victory is at hand! Daru twitches at my cry. Here we go. Rintaro's victory scream. With unimaginable brilliance and unwavering conviction, I have defeated our vast and powerful enemy, and now stand triumphant on the field of Ragnarok. I give thanks to my comrades, whose sacrifice made this victory possible. One press of the key and KURISU will die. I firmly grip my coat at the shoulder, where it has been stitched together with a jagged pink thread. The coming world is the world I wished for. I wish for Mayuri to live and KURISU to die. That is the truth. I must never forget it. This is the choice of Steins Gate. This is the choice of Okabe Rintaro. Let the world be reborn! Is he actually going to do it? I swing down my index finger. At the exact same time, I hear the lab door open. My eyes dart towards the sound. Oh my gosh! There in the doorway stands KURISU. Her face is flushed. Was she running? Why is she here? She should be on her way to the airport right now. KURISU is looking at me. Her eyes are glistening, but her face is all smiles. Did she come back for me? In a split second of frozen time, I imagine I hear her voice. We didn't say goodbye, she says. Immediately afterward, my finger strikes the enter key. No! The world starts to warp. I feel my consciousness being sucked into the vortex. What if she had a solution? Reading Steiner. Divergence is changing. The warp accelerates. Kurisu. What if she had a solution, Daru? Mayuri. Everything inside the lab is shifting. Color fades as my consciousness leaves this world line. I turn to face Kurisu, desperate to burn this last sight of her into my eyes. She raises her hand. Goodbye. Okabe, I love... She just wanted to come back to say love. Oh my gosh. The world gradually stops spinning. Little by little, color returns. I look to the door. Oh my god! She was standing there just a moment ago. My assistant, Christina, Mikise Kurisu. Now she is gone, vanished like a dream. I look around the room. Next to me is Daru. Oh. Behind me is Mayuri. Everything is where it should be. It looks like nothing has changed at all. I gently touch my coat's shoulder where Kurisu fixed my torn seam. It's gone. Oh, my coat isn't torn. The stitches, uneven from having been sewn in the dark, have disappeared. There's no trace of that ridiculous pink thread. I stand up and head to the development room. Underneath the table, the time leap machine. No, that's not the time leap machine. That's just phone wave names subject to change. The upgrades Kurisu made are gone. Nothing has changed. The world is exactly the same. In all respects save one. Kurisu was never here. Ah! Every trace of her has vanished. Kurisu is nowhere now. Nowhere except in my memories. Oh my gosh! Mayuri and Daru are looking at me. Hey, who was Lab Men 004 again? I need to ask, even though I know what the answer will be. Okarin? There isn't a fourth Lab Mem, remember? Are you going to introduce a new member? Requesting a cute girl! No. I knew that would be like this. But the fact that they forgot her existence is so saddening, so frightening. I am the only person in the world who remembers Mikise Kurisu as Lab Member 004. So I won't forget. I alone will live with her memory, engraved upon my heart. Now, time to proclaim my triumph. There are still things that must be done. And many sacrifices were made to get here. But despite all that, this is my victory. I have won. Have you? Really? Mayuri and Daru stare in wonder at my abrupt laughter. The last battle of Ragnarok is won! I, the insane mad scientist Hyonin Kyoma, with an rivaling that of Einstein himself, have thwarted the organization, outsmarted CERN, and conquered the whole of space and time. Now, at the moment of my triumph, I stand before you as a god. This brave new world is the fruit of my ambition. The hated system shall collapse, and chaos shall rule the earth. Oh my gosh. This is truly the choice of Steins. Okarin? Mayuri suddenly throws her arms around me. I freeze, utterly taken back. Daru looks as confused as I am. Mayuri looks up at me and smiles. It's the gentlest smile I've ever seen. It's okay now. It's okay now. What? What are you saying? I must proclaim our glorious victory that all may... But Okarin, you look like you're about to cry. Oh no. You don't have to try so hard, okay? I know you're doing it for me, but I don't want to be a burden. So, you don't have to pretend anymore, okay? If you're hurting, just say so. Like normal Okurin would. You don't have to worry about Mayushi anymore. Mayushi is fine. So, you can cry if you want to. Okay? I love Mayuri. I don't know what happened, but it's okay to cry now. He's like, okay. It's just like that. The mask shatters. All it took was one word from Mayuri. Mayuri, the sister I never had. The girl who always needed my protection. Yeah, you know, I personally ship Okurin more with Kurisu, I feel. I don't know. I feel like Mayuri is really sisterly towards Okurin. I had to save her. That was my purpose. I even sacrificed the girl I loved. But now, I finally realize that it's over. Mayuri is safe. I'm free. Once more I see KURISU'S face in my mind's eye. I recall the warmth of her body, the softness of her lips, the weight of her last words that she didn't even get to finish. One by one, they pound against my heart. I can't bear it anymore. Whoa, man! Are you really crying? Yes, I'm really crying, Daru! My vision blurs. Tears run down my cheeks. I... Oh, Corinne. Oh, he's so sad. I'm gonna cry. A tidal wave of emotions crashes over me. Nothing remains to hold it back. Oh, I'll never see Kurisu again. Oh, I'm really gonna cry. That knowledge shreds my heart. I can't hold back my sobs. I can't stop my tears. This is the world I've been searching for. A world where Mayuri does not die. And yet, it is missing the person most precious to me. It's too much. It's just too cruel. Oh my god, I'm so sad. Why did it have to be Kurisu? Why was I forced to choose? Why did she send me off with a smile? I cling to Mayuri. She strokes my hair gently. I surrender to my grief. Oh, Corinne, he deserves a good cry. 3 days have passed since then, and Mayuri is still alive. Moika and the Rounders have not attacked, and Tanoji has shown no sign of moving against us. Daru has been visiting May Queen as usual, while Mayuri has been working on costume designs for next Kamima. Everything is back to normal. Everything save for the hole in my heart. That's that. I'm standing by the dumpster out back of the lab. We just finished dumping the last of the trash. This morning I called Daru, and together we dismantled the phone wave and the IBM 5100. Man, what a waste! That thing was worth a fortune! True. I'm sorry, Daru. And now we don't have a microwave! Oh no! How will Mayushi eat her juicy chicken #1? Oh. Come on! I'll get you a new microwave. We no longer need the phone wave, that miraculous time machine built by coincidence. It brought Kurisu into my life, but at the same time, it made many people suffer. It must never be used again. Not by me. Not by anyone. It's time for the phone wave to die, and with it, the insane mad scientist Hyonen Kyoma, Lord of Space and Time. I recall what Kurisu once said. What happened to Hyonen Kyoma? I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today. Which is true. I gazed once more upon the scrap heap that was future gadget number 8. We stripped it down to the last bolt and circuit board. Surely no one can rebuild it now. Time travel is too powerful for any human to wield. We don't need D-mails or time leaps. Even if nothing in the future is guaranteed. Even though I may die tomorrow. Life was never meant to be redone. That's fine by me. Wouldn't you say so too, Kurisu? I look up at the sky, and even though it's at the middle of the day, I can see a single star shining. Maybe it's Venus, which suddenly reminds me. Going to the past is possible right now. Look into the sky at night, and you can see how things were tens of thousands of years ago. Every night we casually traveled through time. That's what Kurisu said. And each and every word she spoke I carve into my heart so that I'll never let them slip from my memory. For as long as my life endures. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Okay! That was Kurisu's ending! Oh gosh! Where's the credits? Oh, there they are! So I was going to do the true end and Kurisu's ending in the same episode, but I think I'm going to do the true end in the next episode. But don't worry, we're going to sit through these credits because I know something always happens at the end. So yeah. Oh man, they picked the most emotional song! I'm so sad that Kurisu still died. I thought that Okurin was going to be like, you know what? Never mind. I'll save Kurisu instead, and the world could go to shit. But you know what? Hopefully she'll be saved in the true ending. I mean, what else would happen in the true ending? They gotta save Kurisu, right? Right? I hope so. I love her. And if they do save Kurisu, that just proves that Okurin and Kurisu truly are together! Oh! Hello? I can't answer it! I can't answer it! Hello? Answer the phone, Okurin! I can't answer it! Oh my gosh! Somebody answer that phone! Hello? Eh? Who? Dad, you're looking for your dad? I'm your dad? You lost me. Huh? Put Okabe Rintaro on? Hey, Okarin. Some strange girl wants to talk to you. Who is this? Please, come to the roof of Radio Kaken. Yeah, who is this? I came from the year 2036. I'm Hashida Itaru's daughter. My name is Amane Suzuha. Wait. Suzuha? Why are you here? Oh my god! What is happening? What is happening? Oh my gosh! Oh, that gave me chills! Oh, that gave me goosebumps! Oh, it gave me chills and goosebumps! Suzuha's back? She said to meet her on the roof of Radakon. Can I save? I can. Okay. I'm so sorry to do this, but we're going to do chapter 11 in the next episode of Steins Gate, which will be the final episode, I imagine. So thank you guys so much for watching Kurisu's ending and watching me get all the triggers. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that in or not. I'm probably just going to put Kurisu's ending segment in there. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to, you can like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I will see you in the next and final episode of Steins Gate. Bye-bye!